All right, my friends, welcome. Happy first Friday of the month. First Friday of November here, 2025. All right, if we're measuring time and space and dates, and no matter what we're doing, looking at troubles that happen in our minds, often from the past, projecting into the future, I get to use this amazing process called questioning your thoughts, self-inquiry. So first, just notice if anything uh, comes to mind as you allow things to come that look stressful, painful. Doesn't matter when in the world they ever occurred. Something looks defended or gripped or against. Something looks like it's missing. Something's happening that I don't want to have happen. So you just notice. Um, maybe first, maybe we could hear and you just notice your situation first based on the feelings. I mean, that's not so difficult to identify. Something look troubling, a thing happens. Well, it's just as you sit and consider life, what I need more of, what I need less of. And maybe if anyone's willing to share, your situation. You can also put it in the chat. Let me use the chat freely here. I usually say it out loud, some things, maybe not everything, but I'll read your answers. So, Larry B.
Yesterday I have this sore shoulder and I worked on this yesterday. I'm still worried about it. This should not be happening to me.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, generically, isn't that every single reason I have stress? This shouldn't, whatever it is,
Yeah.
this should not be happening to me.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Just, I love the awareness, noticing, seeing it, how into that I go. Just the mind loves to go in there. It shouldn't be happening. Let me tell you about how it shouldn't be happening. And by the way, it shouldn't be happening. Yeah,
So just leave it at that. This should not be happening.
sure, sure. Shouldn't be happening. Here it is, this pain. It feels like it's underway. And you can have, it shouldn't have happened in the past, even though the thing is over. But yeah, this pain shouldn't be happening. Anyone else want to share your situation? Larry A.
Yeah, mine's not dissimilar to Larry P. It's not my shoulder, but it's I feel like the universe has given me too many things to cope with at once.
Oh,
It feels like it's one, oh, this, okay, well, let's start looking. Oh, what? Now there's that, and then and there's this as well. So yeah.
yes, yes. Okay. That's a good one. Okay. That's common. People will say they're overwhelmed, and that it's because of the pile of stuff that's coming at them. Okay. So
Yeah.
I have to cope with all these things, and there's too many of them to cope with.
Too much at once. Yeah.
Yes, at once.
Mhm.
Okay, so just notice, whatever coping is, and that I have to do it. Yeah, but this will be good. You just watch them all incoming, and I'm supposed to do something with them, I think. Yeah, good. Christine.
Morning. So I'm leaving Monday for Sweden. And yeah, and so this is on my son. He doesn't want to communicate with me. There's been very sparse communication.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I got this fear like, should I call, not call? So I've been sending messages just updating on the end of the trip. Well, anyways.
Yeah,
And so there hasn't been a whole lot, you know,
sure.
act like he's not dying to talk to me before I go.
Yes, need more
Tell me,
enthusiasm.
I'll have enough of her when she gets here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Great to notice. Great to notice. Yeah. Like I need more
I
communication.
do. I really feel like I need more.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
make contact, like verbally, right?
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
through text messaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so good to notice that so since there's less and not so much communication, it means, like you said, maybe he doesn't want me to come. Da, 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 it'll just start.
Yeah, well, I don't think that. I just think I'm being a bother if I go to me, you know,
Yes.
I'm being a bother if I want to talk to him. So it's,
Really good.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. Lori. Lori M.
So I wanted to be in a play, and they put on this little thing of little plays for the people who never get picked. So I got picked, and now we're in rehearsal. And the thought is, it's not going to come out right.
Ah,
I'm working on my lines. When I'm all by myself, they come out just fine. But when I get in front of these other people, it's not going to come out right.
okay. And like specifically, your lines and how you're delivering them.
Right, lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at rehearsal, I'll say my line and then I'll say it again. And the director lady was like, "You can't do that." And it's like, "You can't." And it's like, "But it didn't come out right."
Okay. Yeah.
Not gonna come out.
All right, good. And that's good. It's noticing it's going into the future about it's not going to come out right because it didn't. It seems like it didn't come out right in that situation. You were corrected,
Right. It
agreed,
seems like it.
yeah, just kind of really staying with that situation that already happened. How quickly it'll go into whatever's going to happen next, of course. So it's like I'm not going to do
Right.
the lines right. Probably if you questioned it, you have no idea if you're really gonna, you can't prove it true or not. It's not happening yet. But in this situation, you didn't. You didn't
Right.
do your lines right. Yeah.
Yeah. By repeating them. Yeah. And we have a rehearsal in 50 minutes from now. So anyway,
Okay.
it's not going to come out right in 50 minutes from
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Good. All right. That's a good one. Okay. So Catherine says fear of not enough money. So I don't have enough money. Just notice so simple. So just not enough money, not enough money. Mary.
Sorry, I started reading the chat. So this is one of these like, oh, I'm feel embarrassed because it feels like this. I'm back in junior high, but I have to confess to this. It's Tom prefers Alice. Like,
Yes.
and I can't say that.
Uh-huh.
And it's just represented. I feel like, well, everybody prefers Alice in my current life. And And I thought I had kind of gotten used to that and like, whatever.
Mm,
But last night I had a particular situation and I just knew, I just was like, mad.
Mm.
So
What
yeah.
gave you the impression? Like, how do you know?
Oh, I know. There's no question. It's more about well, and actually I'm mad about that. The sort of the overt, obvious
Mm.
preference. It's so
Ah,
clear. It's so clear, the
ah.
attention he gives with her, where he sits and all that. Um, so it's the feeling of disappointment and rejection, and sort of anger in a way that it's being made so obvious.
Mm.
But so I could do a judge your neighbor on that, but I think
Yeah.
in some ways just the basic, it could be him, it could be anyone, whoever prefers Alice in my current life,
Okay. Okay.
that's a bad feeling.
Yes. And like just noticing that um they prefer Alice over you. I know
Yes, over me, over me.
yes.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, definitely great to question. Just noticing where they want to sit, how they want to do, who they're talking to, where their attention goes, and
yeah.
all of it being such solid proof that they
Yeah, I feel like I have solid proof.
yes, 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 yes. All right, so it's very good.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you. Okay. And Sherry Lee says, I lost both of my children within 8 months. Yeah, so just holding that pain and Catherine adding also fear of asking for help from my family. Yeah, so since I'm in this situation, noticing what comes to mind, want to ask for help, I'm afraid. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen there if you ask? You could just kind of think about that. I'm afraid to ask. What is that fear? They'll say no, they'll reject me, or yeah, they'll criticize or something. Yeah. So just noticing that. Okay. So yeah, Eero. Hang on, let's make sure you're unmuted. Sometimes it's a swipe left or
Okay, it
there you
came
go.
back.
Good.
I did it. Okay, mine is my son should take responsibility for his own life. And yeah, my son should take, um, it's not financial. My son should take emotional responsibility for his own life. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Yeah. And you'll know exactly what it means and what it looks like. It's okay with the details. You've got it. It's just like there's your mind going like, what's happening here
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
isn't good. You
Right.
should take emotional responsibility, you know, and you see
Yes.
what that might look like or how he would be holding himself or how you,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, okay, so I would like to see him take responsibility for his own life.
Yes.
So he's not pointing out, he's pointing in, and he's 50.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
basically it.
Yeah. Great. Right. He should and perfect. So there he is, not doing that, and you're just going to hold that situation where he's not doing it. He's not doing the thing.
No.
All right, good. So yeah, adult children are the best.
Oh.
Like you think, yeah, you think you think childhood or whatever is something, and then no, it carries on.
For real.
Yeah.
I think it goes on forever.
Well, we can do a little something about some of it today.
Okay.
You're the one suffering with all the thinking,
Exactly.
that's what I can do about taking
Yeah.
responsibility for. So this is great. All right. All right. You just hold that sun up in mind as we do the work here. It's perfect. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing too. All right. So just noticing pain, body conditions, suns, directors, whatever, all the people. Hold your situation. Hold your thought. Notice your thought. Here's my belief about this, like a headline underneath the, looking at the situation, like a caption. And first, see if your thought is true.
No.
Ah,
He wants to communicate his way, the texting way. Yeah.
ah,
Yeah, not my way.
yes,
I'd like to hear the voice on the other end. Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. Great. Larry B.
I gotta know
Hmm.
because I'm so well trained by the work that I know it's got to be a no because it's happening.
Sure.
So what's so is it's happening.
Yeah.
And I just also want to say I can't wait to hear how Arrow works this out because I am an adult child. So work on me, Arrow, and fix me, will you?
Catherine.
Um, so Grace, my situation is like fear of the future, even though it's like it feels very possible that there wouldn't be enough money and it feels like near future.
Sure.
Do I still just hold it as like I'm not gonna have enough? Or do I do it as if right now there's not enough? Like, what would you recommend there?
It's so interesting, isn't it? It's very powerful to know like what is reality? It is now. And our minds are not like, I don't know, I was gonna say they're not insane. Maybe they kind of are though sometimes, but um, just that it's not like if, you lose your job and something's changed and you're watching numbers and things aren't happening the way they've happened before and you're looking for work. I remember doing the work on this long ago. Um, there is something that is like there's an invitation from whatever's my part, to ask or go to the place or apply for that job or knock on that door or what else can I do? That there's movement that looks like it's happening or being invited into, like the life is saying, hey, uh, you know, lean forward into this, um, and all the fears. But so that's alive there for sure. And it's great to notice that I'm not suffering like whatever not enough money would be, like not having enough to survive, like not having shelter and food and clothing and warmth and that's sometimes it's a long ways from that.
Mhm.
Sometimes not, you know, the meaning, like I lose a flow coming in and it looks dire. I remember really just sitting on my couch and having $10.16. I'll never forget it. Left in the bank account and a mortgage due in 2 weeks. It's like just looks that's not I'm not blind to that. That looks pretty insane. And but holding like in this moment, I am capable and my life is not threatened in this moment, even though it feels so threatening. And then just see what happens. So kind of come back to, um, yeah, this moment, I'm not, what is yours? I can't ask them for money.
I was doing like I'm not gonna have enough money, but I just wasn't sure if I should do it as like I don't have enough money. Like even
Yeah,
it's like I don't have enough money for like like the near future, like a month from now.
sure, sure. Well, just so you look at this, I have less money, or the flow or whatever, something is happening around it. That's true. And like
Right.
really, it'll be, the mind will just really get activated on not enough, not enough, not enough. But just noticing the ideas that have come to you about asking or whatever it is that look like that it needs to happen, and all the fear around it. Yeah. Because I think
Okay.
like what if you didn't have enough I don't know, why laundry soap? You'd be like, huh, there's only a little tiny bit left. I don't know why I thought of this example. It might seem absurd, but you'd you would ask. There wouldn't be any fear about asking. If you
Right.
didn't get any at the store at the moment, you might even knock on your neighbor's door,
Right.
you know.
Hmm.
There's something about this that isn't, so that would just be meeting the moment with, you what seems like the most common sense thing to do.
Mm.
There's something about this though that looks dangerous. I feel threatened. And so the ideas that come to mind feel alarming also.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah. But it is true that right in this moment with the thought, I don't have enough right now, it's not true.
Right.
Yeah. But we're not, just wiping away like this conditions have changed. So it's something that's heightened, but it's really about whatever I'm called to do since
Right.
things change all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
that's
Grace.
something in my mind. I don't like those things. I don't want to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the meaning I'm putting on that. Yeah. But you get to
Okay.
see more as you look, but that's a really good question.
Okay.
Yeah. Arrow. Hang on. Let's make sure we can hear you. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
there you go. There you go.
not enough room on my screen or something. I'll figure it out. Okay, so right now I'm adamantly feeling that my thought is true. Yeah. So
Yes.
I know it's probably not true, but at the same time, the emotion behind it is
Yeah.
this is true.
Yes. Well, I love it. You're going to get another question, and then you get so, yes, yes, yes. You can have a tantrum. That's why, like, you just answer, honestly, and that's perfect. Yes.
Mhm.
Notice how that you just said it. You're like, I have this little feeling that it might not be, but and it's no should or shouldn't. There's no right or wrong. It can be yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes, all the way. There still is so much to be seen.
Yes.
Even if it's just the way the mind is answering it. So it's totally okay. It's a yes. Great.
Mhm.
All right. Larry A. Thank you.
Yeah, as soon as you started talking to other people, I looked at my statement again and I said, the universe is giving me too much all at once. And the answer is clearly no. It hasn't killed me. I'm So it's not too much. It's just more. If I had written it differently, I could say yes, but
Good
yeah,
to know
it's
this.
more than I like,
Yes.
but it's not too much.
Yes. Maybe even you might even like it a little bit by the end of this.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Lori.
So, I guess in the past it didn't come out right. Is that true? And I would, I found a no because based on what I was thinking about what I thought about the character I'm playing and about what I thought this lady wanted from me, that's what came out. But maybe looking a little deeper, and maybe it didn't feel right to me because maybe I don't understand my character, and maybe so
Mm.
based on my understanding of the character at that time, it came out right. It just didn't feel right. So maybe I need to relook at what I think of the character I'm playing.
It's great. I love it. Yeah. How it, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a child learning to walk. They fall over, and you don't say, well, that's because they did it wrong. Did It was just they there was an adjustment, and we know they're going to get it right eventually or whatever. Right, they're going to do what they do. So they just got feedback.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And this is for newbies, and nobody's expecting Meryl Streep out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So totally okay if you say yes. And I love we get a second question. Can you absolutely know this is true? Can you know this is the absolute truth, your thought? I see your nod. Yeah,
No.
see your no. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Can you know what you're projecting forward into, life is
Hmm.
true?
Yeah, I think personally, I think that it's not absolutely true. And in a sense, it's none of my business.
Wow, look at that wisdom. Yeah,
I think I'll hold on to that a little more. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Anyone surprised by the answer or just want to say something about whatever your answer is, what you notice? Mary.
Well, I'm I'm having to get a second yes. In terms of sort of how I perceive things and who I am, I'm still living in yeah, it's absolutely true. Like you couldn't convince me it's not true.
Mm.
But I mean, unless I went into some abstract theoretical thing, I don't find that to be so useful to be like, well, of course I don't know it's absolutely true. Like
Yeah,
I don't feel that
right.
that's where I want to go. I want to stay with
Yeah,
in my world where I am now. I know this.
yes. Good. Yeah,
So
I love it. That's great.
I didn't find a no.
Great. Okay. Totally perfect that it goes that way. Yes. All right. And just interesting when there's a no. So What happens when you think this? How do you react? Like, what happens? Very quickly, right? The thing occurs, and then there's a feeling in the body, and the mind makes meaning out of this. This is happening, and it means, yeah, arrow, yeah. And I think you got to push unmute again.
Okay. What I feel is disappointment and anger.
Yeah. It's not good to see, and it goes with pictures about what this means and where it's going, and you see the alternate version.
Mm-hmm.
It should look
Mm-hmm.
like this other thing instead. So it's got anger, uh, disappointment. Perfect. You got it. Thank you. Christine.
I communicate anyways, but I'm fearful.
Oh,
I have doubt. So it's not stress-free.
yes. Okay.
But I do it anyways for me.
Do you imagine your son over there on the other end of the, communication, whatever, and whatever he's thinking or doing?
But this is not necessary. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. He's got everything he needs. He knows when I'm coming in. And yet for me, I want to touch base.
Yes. Yes.
Everything's clear for me. And yet I'm scared.
Yeah.
And it goes back to like how I've always operated, and even like my father, or like when I would go there, he would come here. There was always that communication the day before or leading up to it, just to make sure everything was, you know,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. And yet with him, it's like I feel like I'm being a bother. It's like my self-esteem goes down for some reason.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to
I
know.
don't like that at all. That I feel insecure. I feel so like who's the adult here? It's like, where do
Yes.
I go in this
Yeah.
situation? And then like I plow through, but I still feel nervous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's just a matter of just burn off that and just go, well, I need to know this for me. And if it bothers him, it bothers him. And
Sure.
I don't know if it does. That's the thing.
Isn't that great?
I
That's,
don't even know.
yeah. Don't even know if it's bothering, just something about his manner.
Yeah, it's short. The text back are short.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, the kids have this rule, texting's not for, writing a book, right? It's for short to the point messages. I've
Yeah.
been I've been schooled. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Just great
Yeah.
to notice all that's coming, every like what it and whatever part that feels more childlike with that comment where you said, I feel like I'm the child and he's or
Oh,
whatever you just said. Just to notice, I like that, how old is this part of me that believes this? And
uh,
what does she want? What is,
to feel okay. It's like, going to ask your dad something when he's just got home from work and you shouldn't, right?
mm,
And because he's not going to respond very well or something.
sure.
It's that. So yeah, the child in me and that insecurity just really, I don't know why I'm so like pushing that away. Like I'm
Oh,
so resistant to that insecurity instead of welcoming it.
sure. Yeah.
Like it feels terrible.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to notice. It just feels terrible. Great. Larry A.
Well, the problem is for me is I'm looking back at my adult life or actually my whole life, and this is not my previous experience. I've had illnesses and ailments, over the years, but they've always been relatively minor and spaced out. And okay, well, this is just normal. And this doesn't feel like that. This feels like it's like, uh-oh, now you're retired and you're old. And it's like, boom, now this, boom, then that, boom. And it's leaving me feeling slightly overwhelmed. It's leaving me feeling frustrated, but also fearful.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's just the beginning of the avalanche.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Pictures, it's so good. Images of where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just noticing the fear about that. It's all right. Larry B.
Avalanche, Larry. Yes, totally. Can't wait to hear you work this out. Okay, for me. But I realized my at this moment my arm is feeling pretty good,
Hmm.
and I noticed I don't trust. I don't. I hate. How did I put it here? I'm scared for the future. I don't trust this will last.
Ah.
I do not trust in. I don't trust in good feelings,
Hmm. Ah. Yeah.
and it's going to come back at any moment. Just don't trust. So I distrust my body, and I have to be cautious. I better be very cautious
Hmm.
because my tendency, when I feel good, my tendency, okay, I can do everything I used to do. And sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't, but I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can count on I don't know. I just don't trust. I don't trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing fast.
Yeah.
This is how I feel too. And Carol's my wife's doing really well. Don't trust. Be on the lookout. Be on guard. This is my approach to life, actually.
Yes.
Don't feel secure. Don't relax. Don't all that.
Yeah. 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 Thank you. Mary.
Well, when I believe the thought that Tom prefers Alice over me, I feel disappointed, rejected, and then I realize I feel resentful of both of them and critical of both of them. I can go into sort of into my head like, well, this is why because he's like this and she's like this, and it's a critical,
Yeah.
condescending assessment of them,
Yeah.
and I, what was interesting is then I identified the word bitter, like a feeling of bitterness, and I suddenly realized like that reminded me of my mother. Like I think right now I'm letting myself be honest about this and go to the place where I feel the disappointment and the rejection. I don't think my mother could ever do that. So she stayed in the resentful, critical, and bitter,
Hmm.
and spoke very negatively about a lot of people in her life.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I sort of feel like, oh, I don't know, I'm feeling this connection to how
Hmm.
painful that's really what she was going through and defending against.
Sure.
And I don't want to be bitter. Like that is the last thing I want to be is bitter and resentful. And but
Yeah.
I can feel it happening around this.
Yeah. Yeah. Good to notice. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So,
noticing those layers of bitter, resentful, like, oh, look at them, and they're just critical. That kind of
oh yeah.
it's like a little veil over fear. Fear
Over the hurt and the
hurt.
rejection maybe, or
Yes.
the loneliness that I don't have friendships that I want right now or that I've
Uh,
had in the past. So yeah, this sort of is an easier place to land, although it really doesn't feel good.
yeah, good to notice. Doesn't feel so good.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Like
Thanks.
I'm it's not really like I'm using my mind, but my mind is sort of poking at the wound. It's like it gets all activated in it, and my story, and it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I'm suffering. So yeah, just in a way, great to see because then I know like I'm in there, kind of accompanying my mind, doing that thing, and oh, I'm kind of using it against myself, or I mean, just not for the way I'd really want to, not for the way I'd really want to be with peace. I'm not using this tool well in the moment. Not that I think we're really picking that we could use it or not, but it's just that's what it's doing. Lori.
Um, so how do I react when I believe it didn't come out right? I have unrealistic expectations.
Mm,
I'm not open to the process. I'm not even aware that there is a process. You're either good or bad. There's no there it's not like a learning experience. It's not like a
mhm,
process. It's not like stumbling and falling, your example of learning how to walk.
mhm.
I'm not so it's very unrealistic
Well, yeah,
expectations on my part.
good to notice, right?
Yeah, and a resistance to, or just a blind spot for the process.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay, Catherine says, how do I react? Terror, shame, desperation, deep sadness, and grief. Future images of moving out of my beloved home, living at my mom's, just collapsing. Total lack of freedom, no ability to do everything I love. I can't sleep, total self-recrimination, self-judgment, images of the past where I could have, should have done things differently, watching my bank account dropping and believing in its inevitability, feeling helpless and frozen to do anything about it. Yeah, really powerful. See those images. Yeah. Very powerful question. What's the worst that could happen? Your mind is probably already going there. But if it isn't, just to fill it out, this how you react and what happens when you believe this thought. But that was a good example of, I lose my home, I'm in my mother's house, just what it will look like. Just the worst that could happen here. The worst that could happen. And I might think that the worst that could happen has already happened. Just noticing the loss, the absence, the pain, the fear. So, okay, let's push the pause button. Take a breath. Same situation, but a new question. Who would you be without this thought? And just imagine us pushing the pause button in that situation and just looking at the people, the players, the condition without this story of the future, without the story of the past. Christine.
I'm in my business.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I have a question that I need answered, then I ask. Yeah. And I've gotten a lot of clarity on, you know, when she's working from home, when he's going to university, like just everything. So I know what to expect when I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Times, everything, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm preparing myself so
Hmm.
that it's not surprises. Because when I was there before, there was some unexpected things came up and unspoken expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So said to him, that's just unspoken expectations. Like, how was I supposed to know if you guys
Yeah.
don't tell me? So I'm just preparing myself to go
Yeah.
and minding my business. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And I see his text. He acknowledges, thank you
Mhm.
for letting me know. And she gives a thumbs up. And so yeah, it's just business.
Yeah.
He's the one that invited me. Things always go better when your kids invite you. Would show better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited and yeah, ask away, you know, clear the air.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to taking care of your own business, taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
just and noticing the little, like, isn't that fun to notice? Um, this thing I want, acknowledgement, communication, connection, that I have it in a thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough because I do the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'll just there's nothing else to say, but just great. You know, thumbs up. So
Yeah. Wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Larry B.
Uh, I, I, this is just for this moment. I can't say forever.
Yeah.
Uh, just kind of what occurred to me is it could be fun. I mean, in the sense of what the hell's going on
Mm,
with my.
isn't that something?
It could be interesting. You know, I had a friend. He loved every detail of what was going on in his body, and he would tell me about it. And I would say, "But God damn it, how are you doing?" You know. But I can see it now. I can see what that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And the other, so I'm curious now.
Sure.
What is
That's
going?
great.
And the other thing is, I live my life that I cannot relax until exercise really hard, relax. Get all the chores done, relax. You know, but until all that happens,
Yeah.
keep going. And with something physical going on, maybe I can just relax.
Right.
You know, maybe it's mind thing of I've got to get this
Yes.
all done and things have to happen in a particular way and I have to push hard and
Hmm.
whatever. Maybe that can be easy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I
Right.
can let go of some of that.
Beautiful.
But that's just for this moment because there is that still like,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. You know,
Yes. Well, and it's great to just have that come to mind and then really here in this moment. I mean, 'cause when is any relaxation going to happen? It's going to happen in the moment now. Like we'll say I'm going to relax later, but when it actually is happening is now. But that's great. So, beautiful that what comes to mind is even something kind of curious about this whole thing and fascinated that it's happening, which is amazing.
right now for the
Yes,
moment.
just right now. Yes, yes, right now. Yeah. Well, anything that would be thoughts about later would be just abstract anyway. It's what a mind does, so it's okay. But yeah, great. Lori.
So it didn't come out right. It it's really none of my business what anybody else is thinking at the moment. And they're probably not even thinking about me. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
so it's not my business about their perceptions, but also, so so understand being okay with being, my grandkids use the term 6'7", but maybe the process that I'm in right now is I'm a 2'3", um, and then maybe, okay, what's it like to be a 2'3"? What is this learning process? What do I even need to be learning right now? Um, or what's the next thing of interest to me that I need to maybe work on here? What's my path?
Hmm. Which is exciting. Like how interesting.
Hmm.
Like, oh, what needs to happen next in this path and whatever's going on here, you know?
Right. And getting comfortable with doing my path in front of other people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a can I get comfortable being a 2'3" in front of other people?
Yeah. At this image of like if you're going to the land of Oz, on the way there's all these adventures that are just like major they're important parts of the story, you know, and wherever you are just as important as you know, it's like the journey is is the there's saying there's some kind of saying about the path is the destination, the journey is the destination, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just wherever I am, and so thinking about whatever needs to happen next. And you're the one who can handle it because it's happening for you. Or you're the one who can learn from this, work with it. Yeah. Catherine.
Um, I'm closing my eyes because it's like my mind is finding it like hard to believe, but so I'm just trying to stay with it, but it's like without the thought, I get like a really clear sense that the future isn't my business, I want to say. Like I just am present with the reality right now that I have enough right now, and I act like amazingly, I actually feel really abundant. Like there's this sense of I just feel really grateful for, like it's like I really notice what I have and I notice what's available. Um, and I just feel so much freer, like inside, and my energy is freed up. Like, and I get really excited about the work projects that I have. And they could make money and it doesn't really feel like my business, like which I'm fighting with that a little bit because I'm noticing like this thought of like I have to take responsibility, like you know um I think it was Arrow, like it's like I have to be responsible
Mm-hmm.
about her son. It's like, yeah, I can find where it's like having enough money is like the most important responsible thing, like the way to be an adult. And
Right. Yeah. Just noticing that story strong, very strong. And here's a funny thing, like you mentioned, and with the thought, imagining living at your mother's house and losing your house. And I love also in that, so just feeling the abundance. There I am, cozy, fabulous thing to wrap around me. Everything's really good here, so abundant and open to that image, even like that fearful thing. Um, Oh, the worst that could happen is living at my mother's house. The best that could happen would be living at my mother's house. Like if life wants me to go live with my mother, what would be good about that? That could be abundant too,
Mm.
for all I know.
Mm.
All of it's good. I don't have to chop up things into that's a bad thing and this is, stay here, make sure I stay in the abundant. That is my natural state. My default position is it's okay. Not for the mind. Maybe the mind likes to get really, really full.
Yeah.
It's just the physical life force that I am moving through the world is fine, is abundant.
Mm.
Just feel, unafraid, feel the curiosity
Mm.
about whatever this is. And yeah, it's exciting.
Mhm.
Yeah, arrow.
Um, who would I be without this thought? I would be unburdened with someone else's issues. I would have more joy. I would have more peace. And I could be in the moment more.
Mm,
So that's being in the moment is a sort of my, what am I saying? In my next, moving forward, peace and calm is now my highest priority. And so, not so, who would I be without this thought? I'd have more peace. And
yeah.
it's really about this is my mind, these are my thoughts. And I do, like Louise Hay says, I do have control over what I'm thinking. So that's a little hard now because it comes in, it's like a little devil, but I can go, oh, I'm focusing on something else and have it be true. It has to be true for me. It can't be like a false thing, like, can't be like, oh, I don't know, I'm paying homage to something else. It's
Uh-huh.
got to feel true to me. And so so just knowing that this part of my life is about accomplishing peace and calm because I've been very active, extremely active, adventuresome. I've been a lot of things.
Hmm.
Now my focus is on peace and calm. So this is the lesson for me.
Beautiful. Isn't that
That's it.
amazing? Love it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Great. Mary.
Yeah, I think that I was sort of getting to something similar where without the thought, if I just was I was at a meeting, a sort of a community meeting kind of thing. And so I'm having the thought, Tom prefers Alice over me. If I'm not having that thought, it's I felt like, well, I would be in a place of self-acceptance. I would just be curious about the meeting, what's going on here, interested, open, present. I wouldn't be driving my experience from a place of need. It and I felt like even like with Lori, with being at a 2-3, it's kind of like, oh, this is a different time of my life. Different things are going on. Friendship has been strong at times in the past. Like, so what if it's not now?
Mm,
Like, could I let this time of my life be different and I'm at peace with who I am and what's happening?
nice.
Um, and I felt without the thought, like, yeah, yeah, like
That's great.
I'd
Yeah.
be, it's like, oh, I would be okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Okay.
yeah, it's sort of like have this somehow this programming around need
Mm-hmm.
and needs needing to be met and uncomfortable feelings that are needs have to be fixed. And so I hadn't really questioned that until it's like, well, what if I have a time in my life and I just don't have friends? I don't have, or I don't have intimacy the way I think I need it.
Yeah, right.
And then
Right.
something else could be happening.
Ah,
So
love it.
that's the shift that sort of occurred, that allowing that something else. So
Lovely.
what's that going to be? I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Can see some turnarounds happening in there too, just
Yeah, yeah.
being friend with myself is the best of all.
Yeah, it's almost like also I'm realizing like I believe in need. I believe in my own needs. Like, what if I didn't believe in the power of need to drive my life?
Wow.
Like, that's a fascinating
Yeah.
new thought. Like, that's been a given. Of course, we need things and we
Yes.
have to, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is all like, whoo, maybe this is like
Fantastic.
because I'm retired too. It's like, oh, maybe this is like a 2, 3 experience of like trying
Yeah.
out new things.
Yes. I just love that. What if my whole theory about needs and the way I've operated around needs, my needs, I just let go of. What if, you know, what if I need whatever I have in the moment? I've sometimes thought, like I joke with my sisters about, I have three sisters and a mother, and there's lots of people with various like illnesses and ailments, and I joke that by the time if we get to live long enough, a whole bunch of things are going to be chopped off, and you're going to have lost, like you've lost a whole bunch you're just losing things and losing things and losing things, and then when you go, it's all lost or all gained. Who knows? Who knows what happens? But the whole, can I be okay with this need that I think must happen for me to like even be okay in any way? What if it's not true? What if it isn't? Because what's the reality? I'm just here being animated by life. I don't even need to survive. I need to survive. Is it true? I'm just surviving without, can't help it. I don't know. And I also love thinking about needs I love just that we go to sleep at night and then there's nothing and you have no needs. The world is gone. It's kind of amazing. And we have that every day. Like you weren't there when you were sleeping, right? You knew you were asleep, but you weren't there. So let's turn the thought around. So Larry says, without the thought, I just deal with each issue one at a time, or two or three at a time if needed. Right. You deal with whatever here comes along. I can trust that everything will be taken care of and be motivated to get on it so I can get back to enjoying life and not just get by. Yeah. It's like if you have a bunch of balls being thrown at you, you just catch what you can, and some of them will go flying by. Yeah. And it's okay. All right. So let's turn it around before we finish today. So just complete opposite. You just turn around your thought to the complete opposite, or put yourself in it. Make an I statement if your concept fits that without the other person or the other condition in there. and also turning it around to the other. So just find your turnarounds and then we'll find, trying them on, finding examples. Could that be just as true or truer? Could it be?
Yeah, I think like the two turnarounds to the opposite and to the other. I think we're both saving up because we have a lot of fun talking. When he was out in the summertime, we drove up to his brother's place, 5.5 hours of talk, 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 talk.
Oh,
Just have so much fun. So I think we're saving up,
yeah.
2 weeks. And it wants to just,
Yeah.
yeah, just talky, talk, talk. And
Yes. For this, yeah, so satisfying, it'll
it
be
is.
so full and in person.
Yes, that is so sweet in
Yeah.
person. Yeah. Seeing that person's face,
Yeah.
body language, and
Yeah. It's-
and then there's more truth telling. Like it's just, yeah, it's very sweet.
yeah. That's great. That's great. Larry B.
Well, this should be happening. That's the
Wow.
obvious turnaround. And I'm so fascinated what you and Mary were talking about there about because I've always had life as, oh God, it's a series of life is lose, 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 die. And the turnaround is, wow, what good news? Because suppose I didn't need anything, and I don't actually.
Yeah.
In my life, I don't need anything.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
there's nothing I have to do. Nothing.
Amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Well, it would be if I could. Isn't this great?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
really interesting to look
yeah.
at.
Sometimes it's like just going out and, up sitting somewhere, on a park bench somewhere and just feeling and living that turnaround. I don't need anything. And just see what happens. It's like, even if you have to go to the bathroom, then something will just get you up and you'll go. But so we'll say the words, I know, like I need a bathroom. I need to go find a bathroom. But something else moved you to do that. It's so not needing anything doesn't mean you're just gonna sit there in a frozen lump and do nothing. You know. But you didn't make up that I'm gonna decide that I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom when I'm sitting on the bench. It just works out that way. So you're just responding to life. But it is very interesting to say I don't need the things that I think are neat, that I think I do that aren't here. So Catherine, there is enough money. I will have enough money. I will have enough money for what life wants me to experience. And maybe I'm life, as in my soul wants to get free on the deepest level and is using money as my teacher. Isn't that great? I found that to be the case. Yeah, just whatever it takes, whatever it takes. You'll get whatever it takes. Mary.
When I did the turnaround, I said Tom does not prefer Alice over me. And then I got, he's just connecting with her and is not doing a comparison like I am necessary. Like this whole idea of prefer, like, oh, I prefer her over Mary.
Yes, he's just
It
moving towards
isn't
money.
happening.
Yeah.
He's just connecting with her in that moment. Something's happening,
Yes.
or maybe there are many, many, many moments where he's connecting with her, but he may not be framing it the way I'm framing it.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other turnarounds I got related to that was he doesn't know me. That in the
Oh,
sense of like who I think I really am. And
yeah.
we haven't, there's no connection there on that basis. And then I realized like he doesn't actually know Alice. Um, so
Huh? Yeah.
so yeah, where's the preference and it's so much about story and who people present themselves to be and then who they prefer and where those stories connect
Yeah.
and then I'm telling the whole story and none of it really needs to be happening. But in relation to
Yeah.
this need thing, I was also thinking the thing about when the needs are driving you to get to that place of it's not my business. I remember reading this somewhere a long time ago in Loving What Is when Byron Katie said, there's God's business, your business, their business. And then she said, and someday you'll realize that your business isn't your business either, or something like that.
Yes.
Like really your business is actually God's business. But when we're like addressing our needs, it's like we think, no, this is my business. My life is my business, my needs, and I have to fix them. So it is about trust and letting go. It's a kind of faith
Yeah. Yeah.
of letting life be life, God be in charge and opening to whatever comes. Like
Yeah.
so yeah, so I'm feeling that today and hearing it from a bunch of people in this group, which is really nice in different life scenarios, like
Yeah. I love.
how we can let ourselves open up in that way,
Yeah.
no matter from something really petty to something really big, like
Yes. Yes. Quite, quite an invitation. And I I love how it might have different nuances, like different color palette a little bit or something, depending on your situation. But it's, yeah, that just the freedom that everybody can describe without the thought, and that the story doesn't, the details don't really matter. They matter to us because we're in there with it. So that's okay holding it, but it kind of is, it's just all right to have it be, ethereal. Larry A.
Yeah, well, I found the opposite actually when I was doing my no, in that no, the universe isn't giving me too much all at once. But the other turnarounds I found interesting, and when I looked at the self, in that I'm giving me too much all at once, it was
Ah,
I think like when you do the turnaround to your thinking, that
yes.
I'm feeling like I'm creating too much story around it. I'm creating too much what if. I'm creating too much resentment and instead of just settling into it in like I talked about in number four, in
Beautiful.
question four. So my thinking is clearly not my friend in this experience. Um, and the other at first I thought, well, this doesn't make any sense. But then, so I'm giving the universe too much all at once.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I have an expectation that you, universe, um, are not holding up your end of the bargain. And I've explored this in the past before. It's like this. I made this little deal, with God, the universe, whatever, years and years ago. Is that, I'll deal with the little stuff, just don't give me the big stuff. And that's the deal that I expect to be upheld. So,
Yes.
um, yeah,
Maybe the
um,
universe thinks more of you than you do,
maybe.
because you can handle
Well,
more than
clearly, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, which is pretty amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Love that turnaround. It's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, arrow.
Okay, I have something quick. Um, I should take responsibility for my own emotional life, and I will allow all the good that is mine to flow to and through me with the freedom of letting other people's burdens go.
Wow. Yeah. Isn't that something? It's like no calculation here, but like how is it more likely that son will do whatever he needs to do in his life? Is if I'm like that or if I'm going, you should be more responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's it, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Way better.
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. So I love that. It's just, coming back, just considering. There's no force or have to at all. The kindness, of whatever it is that's happened, or have compassion for whatever it is that's underway, and think even just being willing to turn toward, could this be happening for me? Even in the littlest way, could this be happening for me? Beautiful, everybody. So great to sit with you. Just wonderful. Thank you, and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your
Yes, thank you.
enjoy
Thank
Oh,
you
this
so
is
much.
great.
yourselves.
Thanks.
Yeah. Lots of love, my friends. Bye, everyone.